Let's go now.
On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Bigsby once more. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. This defense for the Vikings very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Second down, here's a run with Bigsby. Oh, able to avoid him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Third and 1. Here's Bennett. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now inside the 25. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to sim this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's on his way, and he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw here, Bennett. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Here's a give to Bigsby. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Bennett will look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Get in there! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check it.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Bennett. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Bennett. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. To throw is Bennett. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. This offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 4th down. Here's Bennett. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and 4. Another run by Bigsby. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 106 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Bennett. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. Lined up incomplete. Second and 10. Bennett now.
Come on, man. Fuck out of here with this shit.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Throwing here on 3rd, Bennett. And he's caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain.
Touchdown! 14-yard touchdown. And the Thunderbirds have got it back to within a score. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
2nd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll look to throw again. Complete to Addison on the out route. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line, down at the 2. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, It's their quarterback. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposite. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get that underneath ETN. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Bennett now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Bennett looking to throw. And he will find his man Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll look to throw. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 1st and 10, here's Bennett. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
2nd and 9. A run here with Bigsby. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Bennett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Come on.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the carry, Bigsby. He'll get this down to the 38.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second down and 6 now. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Bigsby going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go.
Bigsby once more, and this time he finally breaks through. It's a touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. He'll get this off to ETN. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the offense on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Travis Etienne, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
17. Riley Patterson to kick off for Minnesota.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
Wherever that came from. No, the owner is happy with that one.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Come on, boys. Let's power
19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw, Bennett. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. Here's Bennett. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Dragon 60.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
60 Bobcats. Buffalo 18.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
1st down and 10. They're on 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1st and 10. Here's Bennett. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. Moore, the man in motion. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Bennett to the air on 1st and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Thunderbirds are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. And he's got this to Jefferson. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Come on, come on.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, Bennett.
Come on.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Down the left sideline. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They're going to look to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point try now for Patterson. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's 2nd and 10. Bennett. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Bennett with a 3rd and long. He's got a man complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Bennett now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
But Charles, a lot of happy